I'm curious if you have advice for especially women listening who, you know, maybe they have a little check in their spirit about the way they dress.
Yeah.
Or about the way they're approaching relationships or the way they're approaching social media.
Yeah.
Vanity, like one of these issues that women and affects men too. Don't get me wrong, but like obviously can affect women.
Yeah, of course. I think, I mean, especially with relationships too. I mean, again, a relationship is only going to work if it's with three people. If God is the third person in your relationship. So if the way you're approaching a relationship is like, okay, I just want this person to love me. I want this and this, like this person is going to fulfill me. Like, no, your partner's not going to fulfill you. They're going to love you and it's going to be a beautiful relationship. But the only thing that's actually going to fulfill you is God. So you have to run to God first. And then after that, you're going to find your person or that person's going to find you, you know, at God's timing. But you have to put God first in order for the relationship to be fruitful in a way that God intended it to be, right? Because he has these, I mean, he's our father, right? He has these rules for a reason. There's a reason why he told us not to have sex before marriage. There's a reason why, you know, we don't support cohabitation, right? So all of these reasons, they're not just because like God wants us to be boring, you know, it's not because of that. It's like because there's actual reasons behind it. So I think it's just really putting God first at the center of your relationship. Let him work in you. Don't make it a matter of like, I have to be perfect. Like, you know, let him work in you. And do it genuinely. Let him work in you genuinely, but also being intentional with like the way that you dress. And this is also, you know, something that is still working in me. I'm not completely, you know, I'm not going to say like I'm like super, super like the best at like modesty. Like I think there's definitely areas that I think maybe I can work in, or maybe that I just God hasn't revealed to me yet. So I think just being a little bit more intentional in the way that you dress. I think because that I used to dress to get attention. Like I would go to, and I say this from personal experience, like I truly would go to the gym in like little shorts and, you know, sports bras and everything, because I knew I looked good and I wanted like everyone to see that. So now because my intention is not that, it's okay. You know what? Why would I not dress differently? So because my intention is not that anymore, let's dress a little bit different, you know, let's put on a little bit more clothes. Let's, you know, just watch the way we present ourselves. Cause it's also, I think someone explained it to me too. Like you don't want to cause another brother in Christ to fall into sin. Cause if not, like that sin can be on you. So I want to prevent others from like falling into sin too, and be mindful of that too. But it's also things, you know, you have to be mindful of it. If it's your intention behind it too. You know, what's your intention behind like the clothes you wear, you know, the way you show up to the gym, or like your intention behind even working out, or, you know, living a healthy lifestyle. But I think, yeah, having that intentionality, going about, you know, what's your intention wearing at the gym? What's your intention in the relationship? What's your intention, into all aspects of your life? You know, your intention should be God first. And then also what I like to do is like, I ask myself, even the way I act too, because it's like temperament too, that's a part of modesty. It's like, all right, well, would Mother Mary crash out right now? Like, you know, would Mother Mary do this?
So beautiful, Franccesca. It's a great question to ask.
I'm like, would Mother Mary do this? I'm like, yeah, I don't think she would act this way. So let me recuperate. Let me, you know, take a second to like, you know, think about what I'm going to say or like what I'm going to wear.
I love that. What would Mother Mary do?
Yeah.
So good. Yeah. I mean, it's what would Jesus do? You can ask that, but like Mary is the model he gives us. Like he blesses us with, especially as women, because she's a woman, you know, she was a mother. She like did all of the, she was she had the epitome of femininity.
Exactly.
But it wasn't sort of the like flashy or like overly like, I'm a girly girl femininity that I think sometimes is how femininity is represented today. Like, I'm so feminine, check me out. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, is that femininity, or is femininity truly captivating a soul to aim them higher?
Exactly.
You know, using like beauty and also gentleness and modesty and humility and like all of these beautiful virtues, which we got to work on, right? With God's help. When you were talking about modesty though, I thought that was so beautiful what you were describing about like this idea of God lifting the veil and just kind of revealing more to you about, you know, what is modest, how to do modesty. And I do think that this could be its own episode, its own whole conversation on modesty. But I do think there's a lot of confusion today about what modesty means. Yeah. And there's also a lot of like well, this is modest and that's not modest. And yes, that's true. I think there's some things that are objectively not modest and other things that you would say, yes, this is objectively more modest or better. But I also think, like you were saying, it's a disposition.
Yeah.
Like modesty is about not seeking attention to ourselves. That's the wrong attention.
Exactly.
Really is like a core principle of it. And like that, you could be dressed super modestly and still be like trying to seek attention in a way that's inappropriate too.
Exactly.
Like there's this different ways. So what have been some of your sort of ways that you have kind of helped guide your modesty decisions, especially in this journey that you're on of like, I'm a fitness influencer who's on a journey and trying to like transform and do, what does Mother Mary fitness influencing look like? I don't know. That's a good project you're working on. But what has been some things that have been like helpful to you in that process?
Yeah, I think just, again, the intentionality, because I had like gone to my priest and I'm like, because I would get, you know, comments. And again, I'm totally wrong. I'm totally okay to being wrong. Like I'm totally open to being wrong. If, you know, I'm still, I guess, more newer in my faith. So it's like, I don't have it all right. I'm never going to have everything all right. So I'm always open to being wrong. So I remember I was getting like a lot of comments on my post, like, you're going to go to hell for like wearing leggings. And I'm like, is this true? So I like took it to my priest and he was like, it's the intentionality. He was like, what you can do is like cover up maybe like your back part. So that's what I do now. So it's like, cause you know, I feel like also there's a lot of nuance because it's kind of hard to tell someone, okay, go running in like sweats, right? Go do sprints in like sweats or something, right? So I try to wear like, I guess, more like baggier clothes at the gym, but it's also when you're doing certain movements, like it's better or it's even safer sometimes to wear tighter clothing because for like certain movements that like, you know, the barbell can like get caught or something. So what I try to do is just like, again, I try to just wear, you know, t-shirts, not like my sports bra anymore. Just at the gym, I wear t-shirts and like cargo pants or, you know, sweatpants. And if I do wear leggings, I'll wear like something around like to cover me behind, but it's definitely something that we're trying to work on. It's definitely, in the works where, I haven't announced it yet, but it's coming out soon. We're gonna do a Modesty line. So
I love it,
in the
Franccesca.
gym.
I can't wait to wear it. I guess at my house in my own garage where, you know, I don't go to the gym really. I'd like to. I mean, I was actually talking to who was I to? A friend, and she's like, just go to the local gym twice a week for 30 minutes. And she's like pumping me up. I'm like, okay, well, I'll take Gigi, my 1-year-old. She'll like go running through the gym. But that's exciting.
Yes.
That is really exciting. Congratulations. I think that's going to be a huge hit.
I'm really excited.
I can't wait to share it on my pages. And I love that you're doing that. That's such a beautiful, it's just so beautiful because what it is like you are taking the everyday events of life and your particular life and gifts that God's given you with fitness and coaching, and you're sanctifying them.
Thank you. I'm trying. We're trying, and it's again for the glory of God. I don't want it to be an excuse of like, you know, well, all gym clothes is, you know, not modest, where it's like, that's a reason why you wouldn't go to the gym, right? So it's, you know, I want to help women out you can still feel good. You can still wear like their nice outfits. You can still feel good. But it can also be modest, right? And you don't have to wear like super like baggy t-shirts and everything. It can still be modest and make it modest, but also comfortable.
I love that.